Hello. Oh my goodness.
Hi.
I've just been watching a little bit of that. Oh my gosh. Obviously, I think it's a big thumbs up for Oh My Gosh. And Mosaji and Ali. A lot of people have been picking on Ali actually lately, and I don't think it's been very nice. I mean, okay, a lot of his videos do freak me out, and I do wonder how in some of his videos his teddies and that managed to move. But obviously, we all know that somebody's moving them. It is going very, very dull at the moment. Very, very dull at the moment. And I think, yes, it is. It's once again. It's raining. Unfortunately, it's a bit bright. We haven't really got the sun, but it is a bit bright. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a mess in my garden. Unfortunately, when you leave rubbish out, that was all neat and tidy. Cats come and they go through them, and obviously if we leave our rabbits outside, they go through them as well. As you can see, we do not have what Florida has. We do not have obviously the whole situation. It is raining. You can tell by the puddles there. It's raining. We don't have big houses. We only well, I'm saying we don't have big houses. We used to have big houses, and then Asians came along and took them. So obviously, you know, we can't do anything about that. But as you can see with the garden and that, it's not exactly massive. But for us, it's what we're used to. I just found out actually from that Oh My Gosh, apparently they don't get snow. We get snow here. Mosaji actually even said that he gets very, very bad snow, because obviously he lives in Canada. So obviously, so yeah, it's the weather here. It does a moment in time. We are now in October. We are going to be getting, you would call it Halloween. I hate Halloween. Now you might say to yourself, why do you hate Halloween? What is it about it? The main reason why I hate Halloween more than anything else in this entire world, I don't care what anybody says, I do love Stephen King, right? I don't mean him himself, I mean his films. His films are brilliant. They can be sick, they can be over the top, they can be a little bit twisted. But lately, the ones he's made are the films It. And I hate them. Yeah? If you're wondering what the It films I'm on about, I'm going to try and put it up for you now. If I can do, if it will let me. Now, unfortunately, it does show the old, the new one, and I'm not after the new one, I'm after the old one. Let me see if I can get it up. I absolutely hate this clown with more than anything else in the entire world. This clown scared me more than anything else, and I absolutely hate this clown. I'll try my best to show you if I can get it up. There. Now, that clown I hate. I am scared to death of clowns. And I've just found out as well, because obviously I don't know why he's made a new one, but he has. This other one now is I'm going to try and show you, because obviously it's very hard work with being on the computer. This one is the new It. And just so that you do know, I'm going to show you the guy who actually is the new It. This guy here is this guy here. Again, like I said, if you haven't watched the films It, Now obviously some of you obviously like Mossad has said that there's he's watched it and he didn't think it was scary. He thought actually it was stupid and it was horrible. And no, he didn't say it was horrible. He just said it wasn't one bit scary and he wasn't one bit scared. Maybe it's because they do too many horror abandoned places. Now I would do abandoned places, but we don't actually have any in this town. Now, obviously everybody who lives here or anything like that, it's not a very nice place to obviously be here. A lot of people won't agree with that. I do love my films though. That is one thing I will say that I do fully enjoy. Also, which also a lot of people also know about hurricanes as well, which we've also just had. Now, I have noticed them all over the news. Obviously, all over Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Now, I don't know about you guys. I am fascinated to anything with them. I absolutely love twisters. Now, obviously, when I try and go up on the actual site, which I'm trying to do right now, I know it's not a very nice thing, and they're not very nice things. Like I've just got one here. Obviously, they're not very nice. And they're not, and twisters ain't very nice things. But if you're fascinated in them, I'm wondering, how do they move? How do they come out and stuff like that? People keep saying about heat and they need water, and that, which obviously, I guess if you over here, if you actually have rain and sun at the same time, dead in the middle, you'll get what we call over here, you probably get it everywhere anyway, and that we get an absolutely lovely rainbow. But obviously I can see what twisters do. Obviously they do destroy every single thing that they touch. Animals, plants, floors, will rip the floors up, they'll destroy everything. I will say what we got after this hurricane had just happened, we got at what you would call the aftermath. I don't know if anybody knows what that means. Basically, because we're literally only, I'd probably say we're only hours away, probably more than 5 hours away, if that. Well, I know we're a plane away, so it's not obviously that far. So even if it's like only 12 hours away, it doesn't really matter. Such a massive big twister like that. Apparently, was it called Irma or Elmer or whatever it's called? You're probably laughing at me for saying that. Well, you can just about imagine a massive big number 5 hurricane going around for days and days and days. I mean, for goodness sake, it went over in Florida. It was going on for more than a week. So obviously I looked it up on our actual map, and from where Florida is, I mean, I looked up on the map to where we are, we're actually really only a plane away. And I actually looked where it actually was, and if you get enough wind for 1 week, especially when you've got 3 of them, I mean, you've not got just 1, you've not got just 2, but you've got 3. Flipping well, 3 hurricanes going on, and the biggest ones of all of the 5. I mean, if you want to say, who the heck isn't going to get, struck by it? Okay, I mean, for goodness sake, if you actually go above the clouds, there isn't really anything else. There's just a planet, So obviously you got to imagine. Obviously, you might be getting all the hurricanes, and then you might be getting, your house destroyed, your dogs flying up in the tree, and, water's being splashed everywhere from the sea, you're getting floods and goodness knows what, and that. But in the end, it's almost like you're getting hold of a bucket of water and you're just throwing it right on top of us, and that. I mean, apparently, from what I've been told, I mean, obviously my mum's been around nearly 60 years, for goodness sakes, and so she would know obviously a little bit. And she said it was actually not that long ago, only say 5-10 years ago, so it's not really that long ago. And I mean, obviously it can't be, I mean, for me, obviously I did see a little bit, but I did hear about it mostly. But in another country, my mum actually told me about a friend of hers went to a certain country to go on holiday after the hurricanes happened again. And apparently tried to go onto the sea to go and do some sunbathing, sun, sea, sand, everybody pays for it. We're paying it, bum neck, I mean, we're paying over £4,000 for the sun, the sea and the sand. Nobody wants to go on holiday when there is black sand. Nobody. Okay? But when you pay for the holiday, you got no other choice when you get there. Okay? So yeah, we do get the aftermath. So obviously, if it's going over sand, we're getting sand blown over us like, I don't know, I mean, we do get snow here, and that, and last year we didn't get snow actually. I don't know what happened. They said something to do, and that, with the ozone layer and all that lot. Well, I think, I know a lot of people say, hurricanes are bad. Yes, they are bad. I can't do anything about it, and obviously, I love abandoned places. I'm absolutely fascinated with abandoned places. I'm fascinated with wildlife, but obviously I watch them and that, and I'm absolutely fascinated with the weather. And I think it's brilliant. Now, I know a lot of people say, what the heck are you on about? Why are you saying it's brilliant? We've just had this happen. We've just had that happen. I am sorry that you've had that happen to you. I mean, obviously, you're probably saying to yourself, well, you're the one that wants to move to Florida and that. Yeah, I want to move somewhere else because here is not safe. We haven't even, to get something really, really fantastic here and get a really, really nice, to be in a really nice area with really nice houses. I mean, look at Omar, okay? Look at Oh My Gosh on YouTube, and that. Look at the house that he's got. Look at his back garden, for goodness sakes. I mean, he's got birds, he's got chickens, he's got 3 or 4 dogs, 3 kids and stuff like that. I mean, if he can do it, I'm sure other people can do it. Okay, they get the bad weathers. We don't get a lot of bad weather here because not a lot happens, but we do get the aftermath, and that. So at the moment in time, I'm just also trying to find some more, trying to find an actual camera actually, and but you know what, I'm just looking through the actual some of the twisters now on YouTube, and it is scary. It is scary, very, very scary to look at. But if you're really seriously into hurricanes and you love the fascination of different bad weathers, I'm sorry, I know you have to, you live in a country where there's bad weathers and the hurricanes. I can't help that. I can't help the fact that I'm fascinated with them. I've just had a look at this. I'm going to try and show you this if I can. I don't know if you can see that, but that apparently is a massive hurricane. Now, yeah, if I saw that, you know what families are like. My mum and stepdad be like, get out of there! Come on, get in your car! Get out! And I'd be like, but I want to see it. I want to know what it looks like. I want to feel it. And they'll be dragging my butt off, and that. And unfortunately, that's just who I am. Now, yeah, I've seen a heck of a lot of obviously the weathers, and I've seen a lot of what it does. I mean, it's just showing you here a mass big field being blown over. Obviously, it's not the field being blown. I mean, you can see the actual field, and it's actually it's going right the way through the field. Again, it's fascinating, and I'm sorry if you don't like me saying that, but it is like this one here. If you can actually see it, you see here, yeah, this here is actually, they twist it over some people's houses. To me, again, I think it's fascinating. And obviously, yeah, I'm trying to find up some more things that we've got on here, but I'm also interested. I mean, you've got so many different things on here, so many disasters. I mean, it's like we're gonna go on a plane. I've just seen one here: 35 photos taken moments before disaster. I mean, it's scary. It is really, really seriously scary. But you know what? I believe in after death. Yeah. I believe in that when you die, you don't just stay dead. You do come back as a ghost or a spirit, and that. I mean, these people on the mountain going down it, doing mountain climbing and that, and they've got what I don't know what you actually call them. I can't remember now. Volcano, and it's coming right at them and that. But obviously some people obviously are really, really seriously interested, and I'm interested. And that, I mean, it's obviously, I can't just get onto a plane every single time or anything like that. I would love to tape more. I would love to tape abandoned places, to tape, going shopping. And I know it sounds daft, say going and buying some stuff for the rabbits and that. My kids are after a female rabbit so we can start by breeding. So obviously, yeah, we're fascinated. If you are fascinated, give me a shout out on that, and I'll do a thumbs up for me first of all. Obviously, just subscribe to me and that, and obviously, yeah, I love the fascination of everything. If obviously I could get out of the UK and travel and that, I would do, but unfortunately, again, I don't get paid from YouTube. And I've actually just signed up to a thing called HitFilm, which the only way to do that, I mean, I've got the computer here, as you can clearly see, I've got the computer here, but it's not my computer, it's my daughter's oh my goodness, pardon me, coughing does that to me. So it's my daughter's computer, and when she comes home she needs it, because she obviously comes home from high school and she goes straight onto it. So I need a computer. So HitFilm has just told me that they can't let me have it on until I've actually got a computer. I've got it on here. It's very, very difficult to try and do it. So anyway, I'm going to try and see if I can get HitFilm onto here and try and see. I'm not brilliant, I'm not fantastic at this, I'm on my own, there's no guy here. My mum can't obviously do computers very fantastically, my stepdad hasn't got a blooming clue. My brother tends to take over and can get very, very frustrated and angry with me, so I'll hardly see him. My daughter's good, but she's not that fantastic, but she is better than me, so obviously I can't put her down too much on that. Obviously I still do not know how to do a start off, like when it comes up, say like with Ali where he's got a dragon going through the sky, or like Morsaji, or oh my gosh and stuff like that. They've all got something at the beginning and then they've got an ending. So I'm trying my best to do that, but at the moment in time you're just going to have to put up with this way, and also have to try and put up with just having the thumbs up and whatever pictures and words I put down. Obviously as long as you stay subscribed to me, as long as you keep doing your thumbs up, and the more people I get obviously would be better, because YouTube are going to do another check-up on me again. And I'm going to keep doing obviously as many as I possibly can. Anyway, on that note, thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye. Bye.